Hey guys, and welcome to Distance Learning. Today's lesson will be about relative pronouns, who, which, and that, and the relative adverb where. Student book, page 101. So today's objective is to identify the use of relative pronouns, who, which, and that, and relative adverb where. Okay, let's start with activity A. Here you're going to read the examples, then match the sentences 1 to 3 with the rules A to C. But before that, let's read the sentences together and focus on the words in blue. That's the man who or that was hanging from the roof. That's the go-kart which or that my brother bought. And number 3, this is a beautiful park where people can relax and have a picnic. I'll give you 5 seconds, then we will check your answers. Okay, so let's start. So the first sentence is, that's the man who or that was hanging from the roof. Here we talk about a man, so the answer is C. Great, we use it for people. So number 2, that's the go-kart which or that my brother bought. Here we talk about go-kart, which is a thing. So the answer is very good, A. We use it for things, animals, and ideas. Number 3, this is a beautiful park where people can relax and have a picnic. So here we talk about a park. So it means it's a place. So the answer is B. Excellent. So here, as you can see, we use who or that for people. The man who or that is driving the sports car is my uncle. And the teacher who or that I like the most is Mr. Ali. Whereas which and that is used for animals and things. For example, the bag which or that is on the desk is mine, or the film which or that I saw last night was terrible. So guys, the relative pronouns who, which, and that introduce relative clauses and refer to the subject or the object of the main clause. When they refer to the object, they can be omitted. Does it make sense? While the relative adverb where is used for the place, so we can say the place where I live is beautiful. So where indicates the place. So the relative adverb where introduces relative clauses. It indicates place and it can never be replaced by that. And please guys, note that cannot be omitted. So here guys, I've written some examples in order to distinguish between the main clause and the relative clause. So let's start with number 1. That's the man. He was in the stadium. So we say that's the man who or that was in the stadium. So we replaced the man and he with who or that. So the main clause is that's the man, and who was in the stadium is the relative clause. Let's move on now to example number 2. That's the hotel. My father works there. So here, as you can see, we replaced the hotel and there with the relative adverb where. And the main clause is that's the hotel. Where my father works is the relative clause. Okay, let's move now to example number 3. That's the car. It was invented in 1885. So here, as you can see, we talk about the car, so which is a thing. So we say that's the car which was invented in 1885. Here we replace the car and it with the relative pronoun which. So the main clause is that's the car, and the relative clause will be which was invented in 1885. Okay guys, now time to practice. Here you're going to complete the sentences using the relative pronouns who or which, or the relative adverb where. But before that, let's do the first sentence together. Salim Ahmed is the man who won the competition. Here we talk about a person, so we need to use the relative pronoun who. So now I'll give you 15 seconds, then we will check your answers. Okay, guys, let's now answer number 2. Monkeys are animals, climb trees. Here we talk about animals, so we need to use the relative pronoun which. So we say monkeys are animals which climb trees. Number 3, that's the student I invited to my house. So here we talk about a person, so we need to use the relative pronoun who. That's the student who I invited to my house. Sentence 4, the city I live is very big. Here we talk about a place, the city, so we need to use the relative adverb where. So the city where I live is very big. Sentence 5, those are the trainers I want to buy, not these ones. So here we're talking about trainers. We need to use the relative pronoun which. Those are the trainers which I want to buy, not these ones. Sentence 6, that the man used to be a bungee jumping instructor. Here we're talking about a person. So we need the relative pronoun who. That's the man who used to be a bungee jumping instructor. Last sentence, that's the museum. You can see many famous paintings. Here guys we talk about museum, which is a place. So we need to use the relative adverb where. That's the museum where you can see many famous paintings. Does it make sense, guys? Finally, I would like to thank you for your attention, and please note that you have to do activity C, D, E, and F, page 109, and do not forget to log on to your Teams account and do the quiz. Take care and bye for now.